Welcome to chair yoga. Let's make sure we have blocks today and maybe a strap, a yoga, they call it a stretch strap, but it doesn't stretch, it's rigid. If you don't have one of those, a towel will do or something. You might like a bolster also for the end of practice. And today we'll be focusing on some of the end points of the body, the feet, the hands. But also we want to do some leg strengthening work. So as you sit there, walk your sit bones a little bit towards the edge of the chair and realize the connection between your sit bones, those bony parts in the bottom, and your feet. So that's the evolution of the legs, comes from the sit bones down into the feet, creating those limbs. Bring your hands to the thighs and gently press into the thighs, causing the shoulders to shrug up, feeling the belly hollow out, and continue pressing in with that hollowed out belly, long spine, shrugged shoulders, and see if you can notice how your breath feels when the belly is concaved like this. Feels a little unnatural, I guess. So see if you can push your breathing or your awareness of your breathing into your back body and your side ribs. So somebody's holding your belly in, so you're having to expand at the back of the body and the sides of the body rather than letting the belly expand outwards. Breathing in through the nose if you can. Feel that expansion at the back and sideways. Now as you breathe out, slightly tuck the tailbone so it draws the navel in a little bit tighter. So this is strong ab work. It's also forcing the legs to activate as they push into the ground. So there's this relationship between strong legs and strong abdominals, a braced core, and then relax. Let the shoulders roll up, back and down, palms face up. Relax those arms. Put your corset on. Tighten the corset so the belly is held firmly. The abdominals are engaged. And you feel that breath being moved to your back body. So we're used to breathing in the front body, but it's very important to learn how to breathe into the back body as well. On the next inhale, raise your right heel off the ground and push down into the ball of the foot and the toes, engaging the calf muscle here. Push, push, push. 3 or 4 breaths with that raised calf, pushing the ball of the foot into the mat, feeling the feet, calf, quad, and then slowly lower the right heel, lift the left heel, and push that ball of the foot into your mat. And look down at your feet, just see that they're roughly parallel and that there's a lot of pressure going into the big toe ball of the foot. So the knee is facing the same direction as the toes. And slowly lower. Let's repeat that a little bit shorter. Lift right, lower, lift left. And each time you do that, push the ball of the foot, big toe side pronounced, into the mat. So I'm exaggerating the exhale just so you feel there's a rhythm to my movement matching the breath. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, lift, exhale, push. And then pause, activating the foot in the opposite way. Lift the toes of that right foot, feel the ankle engage, the shin muscles start to activate. Really squeeze it back, dorsiflexion of the foot. Lower that foot, switch feet. Lift, dorsiflex, keep bringing it back, activate the shin. And then switch, push down through the heel bone as you do it. Switch, push down through the opposite heel bone. Switch, switch, and switch. Now let's bring those two together. Lift both heels up. Push balls of the feet into the mat. Drop the heels, dorsiflex both feet, push into the heels. So we're gradually pushing the strength from the feet up into the legs. Balls of the feet push. Toes of the feet lift, push. So we're flipping from balls to heels. With that push, so you've got that engagement, the lower ribs move down towards the hips. So I'm inhaling as I lift the heels, exhaling as I push the heels. And then pause, bringing the feet back a little bit. And with the feet back a little bit, hinge forward, bringing the torso's weight down over the legs, over the feet. Look at your feet. I like to have feet hip or shoulder width distance apart. Some schools of yoga like to bring the feet together. To me, that doesn't feel natural when I stand. But I want you to be in a position as if you're about to rise up off the chair, so you can feel your legs engage. You can feel the weight, some momentum forward, ready to lift your sit bones, but you stay seated for now, and then come back. Again, lean forward, feel the activation in the legs. If you want to add a little weight, reach the hands forward into your seated chair pose. This time, forward fold, touching the fingertips to the earth, let the head drape. Inhale, squeeze the buttocks, push down through the heel bones, strong legs, lift the head. Now float the arms up, 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 and come all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's try that again. Leaning forward. Strong legs. Lift the hands, chair pose. Exhale, drop the hands, drop the head forward, fold, release the low back. Now push down through the heel bones. Squeeze, don't let the knees come in. Push through the heel bones, lift the torso, lift the arms, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, relax. Let the legs relax. So in that pause between chair poses, just allowing the legs to relax. So we're switching the legs off and on. Deep breath in, exhale, forward fold. Chin up. Chest cantilevered as if you're going to stand up. Bring out the arms for chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, melt over the thighs, dangle, relax. Now push down through the heels, lift the head, lift the arms, push through the legs, push through the legs, push through the legs to come up. So you're not using your back to come up, you're using those strong legs. Exhale, release. And the goal here is to try and keep the knees facing the same direction as the toes the whole time. So we're not dropping one knee in, we're not twisting a foot in, we're just working the leg strength in parallel form. Lean forward, exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, droop forward, fold, Uttanasana. Push through the heels, engage the core. Lift the hands, lift the head. Push up, torso comes up. Reach up, alleluia. Exhale, relax. We'll do one more of those. Exhale, forward fold. Chair. Drop the hands, forward fold. Push through the heels, strong legs, strong legs, strong legs, strong legs. Lift yourself up, 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 up. Exhale, release. All right, stretching the legs out now. Just giving them a little rest, a little grief. Toes curled back. Slide the hands gently down towards the feet, over the knees, just as far as feels good. This should feel good. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs, up and down. Massaging the legs with the hands. And coming up, bending the knees. Opening that left leg out to the left. Nice opening. Ideally 90 degrees. If your leg doesn't come out 90 degrees, just accept where it comes out to. If it comes out more than 90 degrees, restrain your enthusiasm and make sure that that left knee is pointing in the same direction as the left toes. Just have a peek, check. So you don't want that knee dropping in, and the front knee faces over the front toes. Bring that hip back, open the opposite hip. So we're getting some strength in the adductors and abductors of the legs, just opening and closing side to side. And this is one of my favorites, where if you push your hand against the direction the leg is opening or closing, you activate more leg strength, core strength, upper body strength. There's a lot involved when you isometrically resist the opening and closing of the thighs, but pushing that hand. Now let's coordinate with breath. So exhale as you open, inhale as you close. Now the next time that right knee opens, pause, and you're going to heel toe the left leg out. So left leg straight, right knee bent, toes and knee facing in the same direction as on that front foot. If the front foot's hovering or your heel is lifted, you could bring a block underneath. Now look at that back foot. You want to activate the back leg as well. We want to strengthen that back leg by pushing the pinky toe down into the floor. If your ankle doesn't rotate enough to do that stretch, you could bring it up against the side of a wall, or you could put a cushion underneath it and push into the cushion. But you really want to activate the outer edge of the foot. Strong legs. Float the arms up, traditional warrior two. Maybe rotate the head towards the back hand, then the front hand. And then shifting the body's weight over the legs, we're going to force the hip flexors to really work here. Dropping the back hand, lifting the front hand up, and then coming back through Warrior Two, leaning forward so more weight goes into that front leg. Back hand comes over. So our traditional little warrior dance here. Warrior Two, reverse warrior, Warrior Two, side angle. So we're just playing that, and that front leg will start to burn a little bit. You'll feel the weight coming into it. Now the next time you come to Warrior Two, cactus the arms and twist towards that front hip and come back to center. So we get a little twisting action into the legs. Keep that back pinky toe down, twist, exhale, inhale, neutral. One more. And then we'll come into scarecrow, just drop the hands down and we'll do the same twist. So we're getting a little bit of shoulder work here as well. And then gently grab the seat for support, lean back, slowly close the hips. Ooh, yeah. Stretch out the legs, toes curled back, little forward fold, the hold this time. Just giving some relief to the back of the legs. Slowly come up. Bending the knees, hip openers with resistance or not. Remember, we're trying to strengthen the legs, so a little resistance is nice. Let's go back to the feet here, coming back to center, lift heels, drop heels, push down into your mat, drop the ball of the foot, push down into the ball of the foot, engage the calf. So just like we did at the beginning of class. And then pause, open up the left hip this time, 90 degrees, heel toe the right leg. Now remember, we're establishing strong legs, so we want that front foot grounded, knee facing in the same direction as the toes. Back foot slightly pigeon-toed. Pinky toe side grounded, so that's strong. There's a lot of strength here as we just hold that pose. And then we'll float into Warrior Two. Rotate the head a few times, make sure the neck is disengaged. And then we'll reverse Warrior, Warrior Two, side angle, just floating, dancing, nice and easy. Just changing the center of gravity over the legs. And the next time we come through Warrior Two, goddess arms or cactus arms, twisting towards that front knee. Just check, did your knee kind of fall in a little bit? Mine did. Exhale, come back. So watch that front knee doesn't collapse inwards. Exhaling as you twist. One more, and then we'll go into scarecrow twists. Scarecrow, dropping the elbows. And then grabbing the seat, relaxing the legs. Slowly bringing the hips back towards each other. And we'll just do some high knee left. So we're working the hip flexors here, getting some blood flow back into the legs. If you want to make this harder, you push down against the raising leg. And that's going to make the hip flexors and the core work harder. Exhaling as you lift. And then grab the thigh of the left leg, knee extensions, drive out through the ball of the foot, point the toes, curl the toes, point the toes, curl the toes. Bend the knee, let the shin flop, and again. Drive out, heel drives out, toes curled back, point and flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, flop the shin. Now you can make this a little more challenging by releasing the hands and doing the same thing. That's going to make that hip flexor work harder as you hold. Point and flex, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back in, hug that knee in towards you, and see if you can grab that right foot with your right hand. And all we're going to do is sweep the leg back and forth, side to side, I should say, across from you. It's like a seated, moving pigeon shape. And then slowly lower that leg to the floor. Pick up the right, supporting the hamstring, toes curled back. Point and flex. Dangle the shin. Lift again, point and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dangle, add the extra component if you want. No support. Working and strengthening the hip flexor. Bend, grab that right foot. You got your semi-pigeon here, and we're simply going to sway from side to side. So even though we're working the legs, the feet are getting plenty of work here at the moment as well. Whew. And relax. Let's just do a little bit of hand work. Flashing lights, closing and opening the hand. Let the thumb close as well. Bring it out 90 degrees, same thing. Cactus arms, same thing. Getting some warmth into the hands and the joints. Scarecrow, same thing. And then bring the hands together in prayer position, elbows together. Interlace the fingers. The thumbs are crossed. Interlace the fingers and keep the squeeze. And start to rotate the hands with the elbows locked. So the elbows remain compressed and just the wrists are moving. Both directions, of course. You can try one direction and then the other. And now pause. Straighten the arms and reverse the hands. Push the palms away from you and over the head. So push up. Look to the left, raise it down to the left, push out to the left, raise up, front, lower, push out, just with the shoulder blades, lift up, turn to the right, push out to the right, lift up, front, push out, up, left, push out, up, front, push out, up, right, and push out to that right. Come back to center and release. Release those digits. Flick out those digits. Shoulders loose. Yeah, that's waking up the hands for sure. So let's get back into some leg work here. Opening that left hip. And this time we're going to position the body into lunging warrior, which means we're going to skew the upper body to the left as well, including the hips. So that's going to adjust your foot position a bit, and your right hip, your right sit bone is going to come off the chair. You can hold the back of the chair for support or balance, and just simply reach the back leg back. So you're facing to the left side of the mat. One leg is extended, one is bent. Now hold the back of the chair just for support while you get used to this, and then you're going to lift that knee up and then back. So you're floating that back foot forward, lifting the knee up, bent. Hand can stay on the hip on that right side. And you're just working that hip joint, compressing and then extending. Oh yeah. So oiling up that right leg. And you're coming back onto the ball of the foot so the heel remains lifted. So we're not doing warrior one here. The next time you extend, just adjust. Weight still on that front thigh. Push out through that back heel. So strong legs. And you can lift one or two arms up, or you can hold the chair. Arrowhead forward, so you lean forward, so the weight's going to come forward over that front leg, and then sweep the arms behind you, so you're an arrowhead. Push out through the back heel. Sweep back up, reach up. There's one. We're going to do 4 more. Arrowheads forward. Legs should be feeling this. 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. 4. And 5. If you need to rest at any time, just pause, reset your hips, and then join back in. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Clasp the hands and squeeze the shoulder blades so you get a nice heart opening. You might even lift the chin up. And then start to lean the torso like an arrowhead with the arms extended behind you. Bringing the head down towards that knee. Push out through the back leg. Push into that front leg. This is a very strong strengthener for that front leg. Yoga mudra. And then slowly come up. Release the hands. Grab the seat. Carefully and slowly relax the legs. And rotate to center. So there's a lot of activation there, particularly in that front leg. Whew. Let's stretch it out before we go to the other side. Extend the legs, toes curled back, up and down a few times, or just hold the stretch. That might feel good on the low back as well, the glutes. Walking the hands back up the legs. You know where we're going. Bending the knees, opening the right hip, swiveling the entire torso to the right, left sit bone dangling. Grab the chair for support, extend left leg back and then bring the knee up. Just working that hip, and it gives you time also to adjust your seat. You might find where you're sitting is too far back or too far forward. So this is a great way to do it. Coming back onto the ball of the foot, starting to press out through the heel when you come back. So you start to engage that back leg and back hip. The next time you come back, pause and work on driving that back heel back. So you're strengthening this back leg, feeling the stretch through the front hip flexor. Front leg starts to take the weight, lifting the hands into your warrior one if you like. Arrowhead forward for one. Lift up for two. So bring a lot of weight over that front leg, getting it used to the weight. 3. Four. And 5. And then clasping that hand behind your back, straightening the arms, pulling it back, push through that front foot a little more, lift the chest, maybe look up. Exhale, start the hinge forward yoga mudra, bringing the head down as close to that knee as possible. Lifting the arms behind the back. All that weight bearing into that front leg, loading up the bones in that front leg, helping with bone density. And then slowly come on up, warrior one, lunging warrior, whatever you call it. Grab the seat for stability. Relax the hips and legs and recenter. All right, good. Let's do some ball of the foot, heel, rocking forward and backward, lifting heels, lifting balls. Just working that ankle joint. And then heel toe, we'll bring the feet out to the side. Rotate the feet outwards, and with straight arms just simply push down into the legs. Remember how we did that at the beginning of class? We pushed straight arms into the thighs, slightly lean forward. The shoulders will shrug, that's okay, but you'll feel this hip opening. Now with that weight bearing down on the feet, can you lift just the heel of the left foot? Lower the left, raise the right. And then alternate from side to side. Keep plenty of pressure. The more you lean forward, the harder it is for those legs to work. Getting some calf muscle strength here. Each time you elevate the heel. And then both heels at the same time and down. Lift up. Lower down with control. If you want to make this more challenging, you can lean forward enough so your buttocks comes off the chair. And you can do the same, coming onto the balls of the feet and then down, unseated. That's just an extra challenge to throw in there if you're looking for the next stage in leg strength. 100 more. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push the butt back if you're off the chair and come down gracefully. Ooh, how are those legs feeling? Let's do some fast taps, running on the spot. Fast feet. And let's come back to the hands. So just coming into robot hands, palms facing each other, fingers spread, and then rotate the hands, palms face up, and imagine you're holding a tray in those hands. We'll start just with the left hand first. Left hand rotates out to the side. Keep the palm facing up. Fingers spread. Now you're going to lift that tray straight up. Keep your eyes on the tray so you don't spill anything. Palm to the sky. And then rotate the fingers forward without spilling the tray. Keeping that arm extended, reach it out in front of you. Reach, reach, reach. While it's out there, shoulder protractions here. So retract the shoulder so the hand comes back, not because the arm's pushing, because the shoulder's pulling. Then shoulder opens up and pushes the hand out. So this is all coming from your shoulder blade. Squeeze the shoulder blade back, comes back, push it out, comes back. Now bend the elbow and bring your tray back and rest that hand on your thigh. Next tray ready. Extend, pushing out. Oh, sorry, I think we brought it out to the side first. Extend, pushing out. Lift up, watch it, watch it. When it's up, rotate the tray forward, bring it out in front of you. Don't spill anything. And shoulder retractions. Retract right shoulder blade and then protract. Push it out. So it's all coming from the shoulder blade, not spilling anything. Hands are active. And the next time it retracts, bring the elbow back, keep that tray nice and flat, and then relax that hand. Let's get a stretch in the back of the wrist, shall we? Some of you might like blocks here, I'm not sure. Not sure how that works, we'll see. Let's just try feet to start with. And we'll take one hand, the left hand, and bring it down to the ground. Lift the toes of the left foot, and you're going to bring the palm of the hand under the left foot. So the toes are just right up against your wrist, and then you're going to start to push that foot down into the floor, squishing the back of the hand into the floor, pushing the toes into the wrist. And remember that little shoulder blade retraction and relax. So squeeze the shoulder blade back. It's going to really pull on that hand and wrist. And back. And then slowly release, lift the foot, bring that hand up, and it should be nice and droopy. It should be nice and droopy. Let's take that opposite hand, reach it forward, scoop it under the foot, press the foot down into the back of the hand, squishing the knuckles, pushing the toes, squish, squish, squish. Shoulder blade retraction and relax. If you want to do this in a standing forward fold off the chair, that's also okay. You can do it standing in a forward fold if that's more your cup of tea. Oh. And then lift the foot, release the hand, droopy hand number 2. The hands should be feeling nice and relaxed there. All right. Gee, that went by quick. A little Shavasana time. So I like to give you choices in Shavasana. Choice number 1, you stay on the chair. If you've got a bolster or a backrest handy, you bring it behind you. And if you have shorter legs, rather than, if you've got extremely long legs, this won't help. You bring your feet up onto blocks. So you can really lean back in a way that feels so supported. You could imagine resting your hands or bringing your hands into your lap. You could imagine dozing off in this position. Option number 2, and those who do this with me probably are already there, you can come into Shavasana on the mat by rotating the chair, and I'll turn it sideways so you can imagine it's rotated at the top. Sitting beside the chair on the floor and lifting your legs up onto the chair. Supporting your head if you need to. So you've got now your back is supported on the ground. And the weight of the legs are off the hips, so the low back can start to melt over time. You might find the low back is initially tense. If you focus on the low back and let it relax and sink, it should send a wave of messages to the rest of the nervous system that you're safe and can relax. So a relaxed low back relaxes the nervous system, giving a sense of safety and comfort. And the other hot spot is the face. Sometimes we hold a lot of unconscious tension around the lips. So while loose lips sink ships, loose lips relax hips. Loose lips relax eyelids. Loose lips allow the tongue to come into Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. You don't have to come out of Shavasana as we end the class. If you're transitioning, take the next 5 breaths or so to simply find a relaxed seat. either on your chair or on the floor. And coming in touch with your hands, your feet, your legs, your everything. Notice how you feel at the end of practice. You bring your hands together in gratitude for each other's company today. Thank you very much. Great to see you all. And hopefully see you next week. Namaste.